Hey you guys, it's Sonia, and today's video is going to be more of a what to look out for, what to look for if you're thinking about getting Sisterlocks, or you're in the process of searching for a consultant. You're going to start making some appointments to meet with a consultant to discuss Sisterlocks. And if that's the case, you need to know that Sisterlocks is not always a bed of roses. There are some pitfalls. You know, it's a beautiful style of hair to have. It's very convenient. If that's what you're looking for as far as hair freedom and not having to worry about, you know, doing something with your hair, styling your hair every single day. However, there are things that I think we all should be made aware of before we go into this. So I've come up with 4 important things, actually 5. I can't count today. 5 important questions that you should ask, and some things that you should do before you get Sisterlocks. Number 1, you should do your research. Make sure you do your research. Do not go into this blind, because you will get taken advantage of, and you will be disappointed, and you will be ticked off, and you're going to regret ever getting Sisterlocks, and that is not the experience any of us want you to have. When I say do your research, that means go to the Sisterlocks website, read everything you can possibly read there, watch those outdated videos, and learn as much as you can from there. That is your first point of contact, the Sisterlocks official website. After that, you want to talk to family members, friends, co-workers. Stop strangers if you see them. Anybody in your life that you know have Sisterlocks. If there isn't anyone, if you see someone out and about and they have Sisterlocks, and you stop them, start a conversation. Just compliment them. Hey, your Sisterlocks are beautiful. Who did your hair? Take the info down if they'll give it to you. You know, the name and number of the consultant. That's how you can get a better feel. Word of mouth is so powerful, and I think we don't value word of mouth as much as we should. So asking questions from actual people that you may see or know, family members, friends, whoever. Sit down and just ask away. Rattle off whatever questions you have. Ask about their experience. Who did they go to? How did they find them? You know, are they happy? What was the process like? How long did the installation take? You need to know those things, and it's important to get those word of mouth connections. Number 3, watch YouTube videos. YouTube videos came in very handy for me. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of YouTube videos out there at your disposal that discuss everything you need to know about your consultation, the questions you should ask. I'm making this video on that very subject. The things you'll need for your installation, things you should know about your reties, and just all kinds of things is on YouTube. Just be careful, because like with anything else, like with any other social media platform, there is bad information floating out there, and you want to be aware of that. Not everybody's experience is going to be your experience. Those videos are just meant to guide and help you, and you just take from them what you can, what you feel will be helpful to you, what may apply to you, and just keep it going. Don't take everything that you hear or read to heart, because again, those are their experiences, not yours. My experience was my experience. What I went through doesn't mean you're going to go through it too. However, I do want you to be aware and know the things to look out for, to avoid, so you don't go through the things that I went through, because I went through them because of not knowing, because of secrecy within the Sisterlocks organization. You know, things that they don't want us, the consumer, to know. I'm here to help you so you are in the know and you can avoid the pitfalls. Let's see. Number 4. When it comes to choosing your consultant, and this is so important, you guys, make sure you are prepared to go to more than one consultation. I highly recommend going to 2 or 3. Put that in your budget because consultations are not cheap. They do cost money. Whatever the consultants charge, that price may vary due to your area, wherever you live, and that individual person. Whatever they charge is what they charge. Some charge 20, some charge 25, some charge 30. I've heard of others charging 50. It depends. Make sure you ask those questions when you're on the phone with them, setting up the appointment. I strongly recommend going to at least 2, if not 3 consultations before you choose the person that you're going to allow to get in your head and establish your Sisterlocks and do your reties going forward. That was one of the biggest mistakes I made when getting Sisterlocks. I was so excited. I was so gung-ho. I was so impatient about having Sisterlocks that I went with the first person I met with. I did have other consultants written down to call, to make appointments with, but I didn't do it. I was just honey in cloud 9. I was anxious, and I should have kept looking because that's what got me in the pickle that I ended up being in. I did not see the red glaring flags that I should run and go the other way with this first person because I was so blinded about getting Sisterlocks. Do not make that mistake. Make sure that you vet all of your options, that you go to all those other consultations. Yes, it costs money, but it will pay off in the end. When you have taken the time to choose, to think about what you want to do, to get a better vibe of all the people you're meeting, asking the questions of all these different people, and then weighing their responses to you and whether or not they're satisfactory to you. When you go to these consultations, be sure that you come prepared with questions. Write them down. Whatever it is that questions you may have, questions or concerns that you have that wasn't answered from YouTube or wasn't answered from family, friends, coworkers, strangers on the street. Write those questions down, ask your consultant, and see what they say. They may or may not tell you what you want to hear. They may or may not answer that question in a way that is satisfactory to you. It is important to ask questions. Please do it. Some of the questions that you can ask: do you have a lot of clients? Do you find yourself running behind? That's a legitimate question to ask, and I would hope they would be honest and not tell you and not lie to you just to get your money, to get you in there. The proof is always going to be in the pudding, because once you start going to that person, if you see that you get there on time to your appointment and there's 2 people ahead of you, or she still has a person in her chair and another person, no. Do not settle for that. Another question to ask is, do you charge extra for repairs, or are they included with your retie? That's so important to know. So important to know, because there are scammers out there. There are frauds out there who try to say that you have to schedule a separate appointment for maintenance when they should be doing that with your reties in the first place. If the allotted time, we're going to get to that. I'm going ahead of myself. Hold on. Next one. How much time do you allot for reties? Now we're going to get into this. If the allotted time for reties is 3 to 4.5 or 5 hours, why can't you do maintenance during that time? I need to know that. I have questions. Another question to ask is, are you flexible? Meaning, can I schedule reties during the week or on weekends, or is it either or? That's good to know because most of us, we work. A lot of us work 9 to 5s, and we need to know what your schedule is like. If you're flexible, is there any wiggle room if things come up, life happens, and you have to reschedule? Can I get an appointment during the week or on a weekend? Can you squeeze me in? That's a fair question. These are questions that you truly, they're so important because it will save you a lot of time and headache, especially with the reties and knowing that consultant's rules. Because I got bamboozled with, you got to schedule a separate maintenance appointment. Oh, and another thing, super duper important. If a consultant tells you that they're super fast with the reties, run. That is not a good thing. Fast and reties do not go together. They will mess up your hair. They will skip entire sections. They will skip locks. Honey, do not. That should not even be a selling point. And that was a selling point to me with my former consultant of how fast she was. And I'm like, me being naive, I didn't know any better. I didn't know that wasn't a good thing. I was thinking, you know what, fast is good because when I was going to the shop and getting relaxers and my hair cut and stuff, I was spending the entire Saturday in the shop. And I didn't want that again. So I'm thinking, ooh, fast is good. She can get me in and out. She's quick. She's experienced with this stuff. Honey, no. Fast is not good. And if anybody tells you that they're super fast and they can get you in and out with a retie that is supposed to be 3 to maybe 5 hours, run. Do not let them in your head. They are not giving your hair the proper time or care. Trust me on that one. So I'm just here to help. I'm here to educate and to help any and everybody that's thinking about Sisterlocks. They are thinking about, they're weighing their options, trying to decide if they're going to get Sisterlocks, traditional locks, micro locks. There are things that you need to know that Sisterlocks is not going to tell you. Consultants are not going to tell you because they've signed non-disclosure agreements. They can't speak on certain things, which is super bogus. And you find yourself finding out things through Facebook groups and YouTube because other people have had horrible experiences, and then information starts to trickle out. People start to figure out things, and it shouldn't be that way. I think that's a very backwards way to do things. I would rather know up front, and I think most people would too, know the pitfalls up front so you can avoid them, so you can do better, so you can find the right person, find that right consultant or trainee to do your hair, to take care of your hair. And if you want to learn how to do your own reties, do that. A lot of people do. And now I truly understand why so many would much rather take control of their own hair care versus depending on consultants. Because there's a lot of crap that goes on, people. And it's not good. And I hate that so much time is being spent on the bad apples of Sisterlocks instead of the good apples. Because there's a lot of good ones. We just don't know about them. We're trying to find the good ones. And they need to be highlighted. They need to be celebrated and kudoed. Because there are some people out here that's making a bad name for Sisterlocks, who are frauds and scammers, and they're only in it for the money. They don't give two squats about your hair. And we want to get away from them and focus on the ones who are actually good and who care, and they have integrity, they're professional, and they conduct business in a professional manner, in a fair manner, and they're not trying to get over on people. So those are my 5 things. I hope they help you. I hope they help somebody, anybody, everybody out there. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Hey to all my new subscribers, old subscribers, thank you guys for rocking with me. And tell me what you think. Did I miss anything? Did I miss any pointers? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.